story that we broke on WMUR.com tonight. We have more fallout about sexual misconduct involving a former teacher at Phillips Exeter Academy and two former students. WMUR political director Josh McKelvin has learned a national organization representing boarding schools is rescinding an award it gave to Richard Schubart. And the principal at the time, who is the husband of Governor Maggie Hassan, is now apologizing personally for what he calls the school's inadequate response. According to Phillips Exeter Academy, Richard Schubart admitted to sexual misconduct when a former student came forward in 2011. As a result, he was forced to retire and told to move off campus. He was banned entirely from school grounds after admitting his guilt when a second student came forward 4 years later. Now, News 9 has learned the Association of Boarding Schools is vacating a leadership award it gave Schubart in 2012, where he had served as executive director and vice chairman of its board of trustees. At the time, the group cited, quote, his long-standing devotion and commitment to the world of boarding schools. The principal, when both students came forward, was Tom Hassan, the husband of Governor Maggie Hassan.
And I think the school worked very hard to balance the needs of privacy of the victim with the need to protect the school and the public.
News 9 has also learned the Association of Boarding Schools is issuing a public censure to Hassan for how he handled the situation. Only this week did the current principal inform parents, students, and alumni of the two cases in a letter, where she apologized and said the school's response was insufficient. Tom Hassan issued a statement to News 9 through a spokesman that says, in part, we should have taken additional action to ensure transparency and accountability at that time. And I joined Phillips Exeter Academy in apologizing for an inadequate response. And I accept the decision of the Association of Boarding Schools Board. Schubart had donated $375 to past Maggie Hassan campaigns. He also served as a member of her campaign steering committee in 2012, months after he was first disciplined.
Well, I sensed something was wrong because of the teacher's abrupt departure from the school and abrupt retirement. I didn't know, and I didn't have information that I could pass on that would have allowed us to remove him.
WMUR's John DeStaso has learned Hassan's U.S. Senate campaign is now making a $1,000 donation to Haven, a group that helps those affected by domestic and sexual violence. And school officials did tell police about the complaints, but no charges were filed because the department says the statute of limitations has expired. Tom Hassan remains employed by Phillips Exeter, but is now on a paid sabbatical.